Good morning. Welcome to a new weekly vlog. Today is Saturday. I have decided, I feel like August has, well, first off, I am totally like not even paying attention to my August TBR. That kind of went out the door real quick. I feel like August has turned into a mood reading month. So it's kind of what happened last week. It's kind of what's happening this week. And this is the first time that I've ever truly mood read. So come along with me while we do that. We're mood reading this week. So I am currently 130 pages into Mad Honey. I'm reading this for book club. We're meeting at the beginning of September, and I got a good chunk of it done yesterday. I got all this done yesterday. I just started it. It's interesting, the setup, because we have two points of view. We have Olivia, who is Asher's mother, and then we have Lily, is Asher's girlfriend who died. So we've got two points of view. We've got Olivia, and it's interesting the way that they're doing the points of view. We have Olivia, who's Asher's mom, is going forward. So Asher is pretty much getting the fault and is going to jail and whatnot. And of course, between Olivia and Olivia's brother, who is a lawyer, is trying to help Asher through this entire thing. So we have Olivia's point of view going forward to figure out everything that's happening after Lily's death. Lily, her point of view is going backwards. Lily and Asher were dating for 3 months before she died. And so it's interesting, we kind of have Lily's point of view going backwards to kind of see how Lily and I'm assuming that we're going to get the 3 months plus-ish of their relationship to find out what was their dynamic really like, to find out, did Asher actually do it? And so yeah, there's kind of a dynamic that's going on with Asher, but like because of his past, that like they're just a bunch of question marks. So that's kind of where we're at with that. And then because I realized, because I'm in a mood read, I kind of wanted to, last night I picked up, I decided I wanted to a fantasy book, and so I picked up One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, and I'm currently only a chapter into this. I literally started it last night. And I'm also, the other thing that I've noticed is that I totally took my I can show it to you later, but I took my entire physical TBR and put it on my TBR shelf, because like I said, I stopped paying attention to my August TBR. Just putting that out there. My entire shelf now is my physical TBR. Because I've decided, for some reason, in August, I want to tackle my physical TBR. I want to get through the books that I physically own. Now, I do have a lot of books that I own on Kindle. And so I think my brainstorm moving forward is get my TBR, my physical TBR read, and then anything Kindle, I'll read anything Kindle related, or if there's anything else or that I would prefer to read, I can get it through I can see if I can get a physical copy through my library. I'm kind of in a mood now where I want to read physical books. So we'll see how that goes in the future. Like that, it's not just going to be through this week, because I do have a rather large physical TBR, and like I said, I can show you guys later what that physical TBR shelf looks like. But right now we are tackling these two books, and I don't really have much to say on One Dark Window just because I'm only a chapter in, but I will read you the synopsis because it is an interesting setup. So we have Elspeth needs a monster. The monster might be her. Elspeth Spindle needs more than luck to stay safe in an eerie, mist-locked kingdom of Blunder. She needs a monster. She calls him the Nightmare, an ancient, mercurial spirit trapped in her head. He protects her. He keeps her secrets. But nothing comes for free, especially magic. When Elspeth meets a mysterious highwayman on the forest road, her life takes a drastic turn. Thrust into a world of shadow and deception, she joins a dangerous quest to cure a blunder of the dark magic infecting it. Except the highwayman just so happens to be the king's own nephew, captain of the most dangerous men in Blunder, and guilty of high treason. The maiden must unleash the monster within her to save her kingdom in this dark, lush, gothic fantasy debut. I'm so stinking excited for this. I cannot begin to tell you guys. I have both One Dark Window and is it Two Twisted Crowns? Is the second book? Why am I drawing a blank on that title? I'm hoping that's right. It's on my shelf. We'll check on it later. But I do own the duology. It was one that piqued my interest. It was on my radar last year, so I got them. And of course, me with series, I have to get the whole series, even if I haven't picked up the first. So luckily with duologies, it's easy because it's just 2 books. It's the longer series that I struggle with owning and reading because they're big. But that's a whole nother thing, whole nother story. Back on track. We're reading these 2 books. Luckily with Mad Honey, I'm also following along in an audiobook. I've got an audiobook of this, I believe it's through Libby. So I'm following with that in my ear. I can't find anything for One Dark Window, so I'm just reading it with my eyes, which is totally okay. I've found that if I can find an audiobook for my physical books, I like pairing them together and listening to it while I read it with my eyes. And so that's what I'm doing with Mad Honey and what I've done with some books in the past, but I couldn't find one for One Dark Window, which is fine. I want I'm reading these 2 more just so that way I can read what I want to read, I need help figuring out the difference between a contemporary fiction and a literary fiction because I can never figure them out. I know that Mad Honey is one of them. I feel like it's a literary fiction, but I could be completely wrong. But it's just because of the type of story it is, I kind of wanted something else to like kind of help switch back and forth if I don't really want it at a particular moment. Because like I said, I'm completely mood reading this week. So I decided late last night that I was no longer in the mood for literary fiction and wanted a fantasy read, so I picked up One Dark Window. So that's kind of how I'm determining which one I'm reading, is which one am I in the mood for. And so I think this morning we are going to get started with, when I finally sit down to read this morning, we are going to tackle One Dark Window. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get some coffee and we're going to get to reading. Good morning. Today is Monday. So, first day of school. I'm back with the kids. And so this week I guess I'm reiterating because I realized I did this on Saturday. I'm mood reading this week. And so just because I wanted to just do whatever floats my own boat while I get used to being back on a full-time schedule. So I got further into both my books yesterday. So Mad Honey, I got to page 243. I got to Lily chapter 6. These chapters are long, so and I realized it's interesting because both Olivia and Lily get their own chapter numbers. So there's an Olivia 6 and a Lily 6, and so on and so forth. So seem to be about halfway through it. It's getting really good. Like, there is some stuff that's going on in here that I never would have guessed, never would have expected. And so it's making me excited to continue this. We're getting some more information about Lily. We're slowly but surely getting through Asher's trial, and just there's like a lot going on right now. So I'm very excited to keep reading to find out what happens. And then One Dark Window, I got to chapter 12, page 128. I decided to only read a few chapters of this yesterday because I wanted to get back into this. So that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I did. And then I decided, now that I'm back driving every day, I've got an audiobook going that's just an audiobook. I don't own the book. I'm not following along in a physical book like I am with these. And I decided to pick up, because I've got the Audio Plus membership, I'm picking up, what is it? Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. And so I'm currently in chapter 4. It's interesting. I read the synopsis forever ago, but I don't remember anything anymore. So I'm listening to it, and I don't have too, again, I'm in chapter 4. I've only done one drive so far with the book, so I don't have much to report on yet. It's more of just an opening of the book, but I know that we're going to be getting into, like, I think we're finishing up with the setup, and then we're going to get into more in the next little while, which of course I'm excited about. So that's where I'm at in my reading. That's everything that I got done this weekend. And so now I'm going to go into work, and I will check in with you guys. I'm planning on reading a little more later this evening, so I will check in with you guys later. Good evening. So I am getting through Mad Honey. I'm just about almost done, I think. Not that much further to go. I'm on page 310, 311, something like that. I'm in Lily chapter 7. So we are officially in Lily's timeline going backwards. We're officially at the point where Asher and Lily started dating. So I have to remind myself that Lily's timeline is going backwards, so in the sake of everything we have already learned in their relationship is either unknown knowledge or hasn't happened yet as it continues backwards. So, but I feel like we're getting up to the point now where it's gonna really start booking to the end. To the point that it's like I haven't picked up my other book. I've been reading nothing but this right now. So we are gonna continue. And hopefully I can get this chapter read before I gotta go to bed tonight. We'll see if that happens. Let's go. All right, friends, good afternoon. Hi, it's been a while again. Today is Thursday. I'm just getting out of work. I've been chugging along at Mad Honey, or trying to anyway. I'm on page 350. So I think 50. So I've got about 80 pages to go. So hopefully I can get some more of that done this afternoon. I listened to some more Daughter of No Worlds this morning. It's going okay. I'm kind of confused a little bit. And there was an event that went on that I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I don't know if that's because I was listening to it and got confused, or if just something else is going on that I just didn't catch. Who knows? I'm listening to it while driving, so there's a good chance I missed a piece of information. But I'm going to run some errands, get some more reading done, and hopefully I kind of want to get my hands. There are two books in particular that I'm looking for, and so we're going to stop by Bright Light and see if we can find the book that they're more likely to have, and then maybe we'll stop by Barnes & Noble to look for the second one. So, let's go. Good morning. Today is Friday. I just finished Mad Honey by Jodi I feel like I always mispronounce it. It looks like Picoult, but I think it's like there's an accent in there. Jodi Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boylan. I just finished it. It was incredible. Oh my God. In all honesty, it took so many turns I was not expecting that it became like this wholesome, educational read in a way, and I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna sit for a little bit on the rating because part of me initially wants to go for a 5-star, but part of me feels weird rating it a 5-star, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but in my mind, it's like I can't figure out if I want to rate it a 5-star or if it's more a 4-star. In all honesty, I do. I have no complaints on the book. Absolutely none. I was very engaged the entire time, and there was just something about it that was just very, I don't even know what to say, but it's like, there was almost like an educational aspect to it, between certain aspects of the main characters' lives, as well as we go through a jury in a court, and so it's very interesting, to say the least. And so I'm extremely glad that my book club recommended it, and so I just finished it, and I'm so glad to finally finish it. It's like it was starting to bug me that I hadn't finished it yet, because it was taking me a little longer than typical to read it. But that's just because I have no time anymore now that I've gone back to work full time. And so I got that done. And so I'm just going to continue listening to, because luckily I had it on loan from Libby. So I was able to finish it and get it returned. And so now I'm going to go back to, because I wanted to make sure that I got it done. And it's like I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I've been reading it literally all week. And so I'm going to switch over and go back to listening to Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. And then when I pick up a book later, I'll probably go back to One Dark Window now that I finished Mad Honey. Because I had gotten so into Mad Honey that I just set One Dark Window down, but now I'll probably binge the hell out of One Dark Window now. Now that that's what I'm reading. And I did go, like I said, I was talking to you guys yesterday, I went book shopping, but I realized I did literally one B-roll from Bright Light, and then I did absolutely none at Barnes. I did go to Barnes, I did find the book I was looking for. Now, I had no time. Well, first off, I forgot to B-roll, and I was zoned into looking for what I needed to look for. And then I continued to peruse after that, but I realized I was running out of time to get to my next destination. So I then just decided I had to get where I was going, and I ended up having no time to talk to you guys afterwards. And so I will come back to that topic not tomorrow. Today's the last day of the vlog. This afternoon, when I get home from work later, I'll show you guys what I got. So yes, I wanted to talk to you guys right after I gotten it, but I am actually glad that I'm waiting till I get home, just because one of the book that I got at Barnes is actually a book that I already own, but it's a special edition. So I finally decided to get the special edition of it. So I'll share all that with you when I get home later. So, yay! Because it's like, I also feel like I haven't... Okay, so I realized that it's like part of me wishes I had read more this week, but again, it's like there's no time frame or anything to my reading. It's like, if I read, great. If I don't read, no biggie. It is what it is. And of course, getting back into the schedule of working full-time, my body's getting used to coming off of summer back into a normal schedule. And so I've been trying to keep a good sleep schedule, but sometimes I still get pretty exhausted after work these days. Which, in all honesty, if you're not familiar with occupational therapy, like the population that I deal with, I work primarily with I work with special needs. I work with special needs kids who have IEPs, and it's a hard job. It's a draining job, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I absolutely love my job, and I love my population. I love my kids, and they're great. I love them to pieces. And so then I get drained from work, and then I want to do nothing when I get home. I want to nap when I get home. It's like, I'll pull out my book to read in the afternoons, and then I'm just slowly, like, kind of falling asleep in the process. And it's like, no, it's a whole thing. So it's been interesting getting back on a schedule. But like I said, I love my job. I love being on a schedule. There's something about a schedule it's just very concrete in a way. And it's like, this is how you're gonna spend your day. So, and I'm very proud to say that I help kids become more independent and more involved in their school day. Just feels incredible. And I love talking to you guys in my off time and sharing you, like, I've come to, like, being back in, I guess you could say, I'm in a reading era. And so that I kind of came back into it, that I just figured I wanted to be able to share that journey. And I like talking about what I love. I like sharing my opinions about what I love. And I love watching other booktubers, because of course this is also me starting a YouTube channel started with me watching all of these other booktubers that I love. And I wanted to be part of the community, so I became part of the community, and you guys have been fantastic. I appreciate having the opportunity to do what I love, both in the work field and in my free time. And the fact that I want to spend some free time talking to you guys about the books that I'm reading and about something that I do enjoy to do outside of my day-to-day job. It's fun. I've been having a good old time creating content for you guys, and just I find joy in the little things when it comes to this YouTube channel, since I am a smaller channel currently. I appreciate what I do have in regards to followers, and knowing that there are people out there who like to watch my content. And the one thing that I do like is that I read what I can and I share with you what I can. And so I love talking about books and what I'm reading. So thank you guys. All right. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to pick up Daughter of No Worlds, and I'll check in with y'all later. Bye. Alright, good evening guys. It is Friday evening and I came home from work, I took a nap, and so I wanted to share with you guys what I got yesterday. So as you saw from the literal one thing of b-roll I did, I went to Brightlight and picked up How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kuang, and it looked really, really cute. I decided I wanted to pick the next book for our book club for September, and this is the book that I would like to read for September. So I found it at Brightlight and picked it up. It sounded like super, super cute. I think this is like a second chance or something, because our main characters are Helen and Grant, and it seems like they knew each other, and then because Helen's an author and Grant is, so Helen is joining a TV adaptation as a writer, and Grant has joined the project. And I guess, like I said, they've got a past, so they remember each other, and I guess coming to terms with anything from the past and themselves and what it holds for them for the future. So this looked really, really cute. And so the other book, if you were with me a few weeks ago, I had this conversation with you guys, and so if you know, you know. But because I recently read 5 Broken Blades and absolutely loved it. It was a 4-star read and it was super duper cute. And so I was going back and forth on the special edition because I was really enjoying the edges, and with the next one coming out, I think it's like early 2025, I was debating getting my hands on the special edition. And what do you know, I decided to go for it. And I got this deluxe edition. So we've got that gorgeous edge. I had it on my bookshelf when I came home yesterday with the edge out, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And what I like, also I'll hold the two up next to each other so you can see. And the special edition, look at that. The blades are like iridescent, and it's really, really cool. And the other thing that's really cool is that on the hardcover, look at that hardcover, that's gorgeous. You've got your 5 blades there in the center, and then the end pages. Oh my god, they're both on the same size, but look at that. It's so pretty. I absolutely love that. And so I'm so excited that I decided to get my hands on it. And so because I got my hands on the deluxe edition, I am going to donate my book of the month copy. And I'll find time to hit up one of my local libraries, little free libraries, and stick it in. So, because I don't want to keep 2 copies of the book. And so now that I have this, I'm going to stick it with that edge sticking out. It's going to look gorgeous. And so I'm excited to finally have this to display now that I've finished the book and that I have decided on the next book for the book club. This was a fun time. I enjoyed picking this out. I found that and I talked to the leader of the group. I'm like, can I pick out the next book? And she was like, of course, what do you want to read? So we're going to read this in September. I can't wait to tell the group. So yeah, that was from my book haul yesterday. And then I think I continued a little more of One Dark Window today. Let's see, I got to chapter 13. So I got about another chapter in today. I read before work, before I officially started working, as you saw. So I'm gonna get going. We're gonna read One Dark Window. And we're gonna have a nice cozy afternoon. We're gonna have a nice cozy evening. Just look at that. I decided to display it with the cover out, with the edges out, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't get over that. Like, so cute.